let's go on to the video segment. We do got a few new videos popped up. Okay, we should definitely get rid of that one. Sorry, guys, that's a little too TikTok for you.
Oh no! Not TikTok.
Tick tock on the clock. No, I'm not. I'm stopping right there. I'm not gonna encourage it.
All right. So, Coldust, do you want to hear something that might give you some ideas for possible plot holes?
What you got?
Well, we got this video
The
with
secret
about
Alicorn Princess.
the secret Alicorn princess, indeed.
Oh, well, that means
they-
that somebody's already looked into it. So what's the point then?
Because it's basically a theory, and they don't incorporate a lot of outside stuff outside of the show, so you might have an interesting take on it.
Wait, did we watch this one or did I watch this one?
I have watched this.
I think we watched this one.
Did we watch this one?
Yeah.
Is this the one I was thinking? Because I swear this one
I know
didn't
that
come...
I came across something like
Who
this
was-
and watched it.
Well, no, we couldn't have watched this
I
one.
think
It
I
literally...
watched it on the show.
We couldn't have watched this one because it literally came out 3 days ago. But I think it might.
But
It's
we watched the
Might
one
have been a
about
different one.
the fact that Cadence might be the one in the book.
right. No, it's a
Yeah.
follow up to that where it's not where they
Okay.
figure out that
Okay.
she's probably not, but it does kind of tie into that still. So it's kind of a.
Okay. That confused us because we're like, wait, is this the same content twice?
Nope. Here we go.
Who was that Alicorn from Hearts and Hooves Day? It would only be fitting for the Princess of Love to be involved, but how? Is it possible that the Alicorn is Cadence's mother?
There we go.
Yep.
There's
He-
the
In my
clickbait.
last video, I explored the idea that Cadence herself was the princess in that story. The love spell she cast was awfully similar to the love potion the prince whipped up, and the princess in that story was shown to be an Alicorn, making me wonder if they're the same pony. Since we don't know how exactly Alicorns age or when exactly the story took place, this might be true,
Oh,
so
there we
definitely
go.
check out the video after this. But those same unknowns leave us with other possibilities, such as the Hearts and Hooves Day story happening before Cadence's time. In fact, there's a chance Cadence is the direct consequence of this story. It would come as no surprise if the love spell resulted in a foal, and that foal may have been Cadence. She could be their daughter. Framing Cadence through this lens is easy. For example, her use of a love spell could be seen as her father's bad influence. But what becomes a challenge is the identity of that Alicorn princess. If she's not Cadence, who is she? Maybe Celestia or Luna? While technically possible, there's really nothing connecting either of them to the story. But who else could it be? Those are the only Alicorns that could have been around at the time. At least the only Alicorns we know of. What if the mayor in the story is an Alicorn we don't know? An Alicorn besides the 5 confirmed. This would have far-reaching implications for the history of Alicorns in Equestria. And at first, it might seem like a big leap, but if you've seen my latest video on Alicorns, it's not a problem at all. Basically, I think any pony can become an Alicorn if they're exposed to magic from the 3 tribes. Check out the video for how I came to that conclusion. But if I'm right,
Well,
this
also,
opens the door
here's
to
the
there
thing.
being
That-
Alicorn
it's-
history.
they would
And the
not be
Hearts
only
and Hooves Day
Alicorns.
story
Well,
is the
in the
perfect
book.
setting
Yeah,
for that.
but-
The tale of a
But they
prince
did
crushing
say
on
in
a
the
princess
season 6
seems to
premiere that
indicate
this is the first
Equestria
time
used to
they've
have
seen an
multiple
Alicorn
royal
born.
families. And being royalty in the public eye, presiding over ponies of all kinds, puts you in a position to be exposed to their magic. Just due to the nature of their jobs, I find it likely that multiple royals ended up becoming Alicorns, especially if they earned praise and adoration. This would explain why the association between Alicornhood and royalty is so deeply ingrained into the culture. There's historically a strong correlation. Not all royalty were Alicorns, but most Alicorns started out as royalty. And if anyone outside royalty happened to become an Alicorn, the culture would come to see it as a sign that they were meant to rule. This way of thinking is clearly present in modern day, even though society must have changed a lot since then. which makes you wonder how Equestria could have gone from a bunch of minor royals to just a few major ones. I think it's because as Equestria industrialized and developed infrastructure, the power in
Possibility.
Equestria would become more centralized. All the minor prince and princesses would take a back seat to Celestia and Luna. The royals could live on, but with diminished power and more of a symbolic role in deference to the true leaders. I think we see the vestiges
Or,
of
you
the
know,
system
the
today
actual
with
thing
Prince
of-
Blue Blood. It's
of-
not
they
clear what
are
actual power he has.
not of the three
if any.
tribes, so they
Same
can't
could
pick
be said of
favoritism.
Princess Cadence when we first met her. Perhaps that's because both are descendants of royal families who used to have a lot of sway, but once power began to concentrate on the royal sisters, not so much. I think this is the sense in which Cadence is Celestia's niece and Blue Blood is Celestia's nephew. It's what remains of a royal tradition. This framework provides a bigger picture for the Hearts and Hooves Day story and lays the groundwork for how other alicorns may have been involved. However, it leaves a big question. Where are they now? If there was at least one alicorn besides the 5 we know, why haven't we seen them or heard anything about them aside from this? Perhaps they're just lost to history. Alicorns do have longer lifespans, but that doesn't mean they're immortal. Or perhaps they somehow lost their alicornhood like Cozy Glow. See my alicorn amulet video. Unfortunately, that's where we hit a dead end. Equestria is full of mystery and probably always will be. But that won't stop us from exploring different possibilities. So what do you think? Is the alicorn from Hearts and Hooves Day Cadence or someone we know? Or is she someone else entirely? What would that mean for the history of Equestria? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. If you want to support this channel financially, check out my perks at patreon.com/sawtoothwaves. And thank you so much to everyone who already has. Especially my alicorn tier patrons. The Nameless One, Maximilian HG,
And
Axel 2, Cyanax and Fairfallen, Gilded Page, Dr. Hook.
Alright. How Applebuck season should have ended.
Oh no.
Applejack, do you want some help? Help?
The should
No
have had
way,
ended
no
trade.
how. But there's no way you can do it all on your own. Is that a challenge? Why, yes, it is.
Oh.
And what can a unicorn like you possibly do to help? How? Unicorn. Magic. Easy. Duh. So, I take it this means I've beaten your challenge? Next orchard field over yonder. Thank you. Show off. Unicorn Master Race.
You say you're a master race.
Dear Princess Celestia, today, Applejack has learned a very important lesson about friendship. She learned that not only is it important to accept help from others, she learned that unicorns are more fast and efficient to get things done in a timely manner compared to the common earth pony. I found that. With the help from good friends, specifically unicorns, you can really find the true magic of friendship. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. Unicornia forever.
Twilight's gonna get
Ow.
smacked.
Hit upside the head one day.
Alright, 2 Tridashies. Get ready,
Yep.
everybody. You are not going to be able to handle this.
This day is going to be bad. The day that my
Oh!
What the
Oh,
magic
God.
won't stay. Snap, 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 snap. This day I'm having very no snack. The day that dreams told my lives inside was small. But instead of having dreams,
Better than a hammer and a screwdriver, anyway.
That's right.
Man. Well, I
Oh,
reckon we should go and
Matty
make an
Kermods.
exit.
Okay,
What do
let's
you
do
think?
it. How you guys going?
Out with it. Yes, go Dashy, go.
They're going to lose light soon. Oh.
Was the imposter.
Oh God, you already glitched this out.
Surprised that there was
Try
Brony
that,
from
why you do
Minecraft
me?
and then there was
love you,
Mighty
but
Kermods
why?
right there.
And now the other Tridashi.
Ah,
This is so perfect.
I'm not a fan of disco, but I like drinking beer, someone else is beer. Something going down. The entire building in town. Anarchy, terror, I can't sit.
Oh, that was clever.
Discord, I'm turning up the mood. Come
Have fun, I'm enjoying this.
I'm going to get buried out. Now the world is going to burn out. I can't sit. I can't sit at all. It's changing out tonight.
Beautiful.
Tridashi, why are you so awesome? Why is this man so damn awesome?
I don't know.
Because he is.
Be sure
A lot
to
of
give
things
it.
going off the rails
Be
tonight.
sure to like and subscribe his videos, though. It does help him to know that people love it.
I am sitting here trying to figure out what Mighty Kermods episode that was. I think that's when they were working on that supercar that they had for a while.
By the way, Solar System Disco.
Success don't work. Oh well.
Yeah, there's no translation, by the way. Sorry, guys. So just enjoy the music.
Yeah, not even captions for this one.
Yeah, I was just looking it up because I swore I'd heard this song before, and apparently it is a Hatsune Miku song.
Oh, nice. Okay, this auto translate's hilarious. It just keeps randomly popping up foreign at the bottom left.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, great translation. I'm glad you can tell it's foreign.
Yeah. As I'm like, no subtitles, okay.
Music. Applause? There's no applause there.
It lies to you.
Yeah, I can hardly hear you guys talking with it in the background. Yeah, I turned down the volume a bit.
Wow, it's
Yeah,
Rarity,
it's
dude,
all
not
for
tonight.
Rarity on the table drinking.
I know, right?
that, somebody spiked the tea.
That was the process.
Somebody had to spike that tea.
Got to do the disco dance now. You know how it works.
Somebody else is smashed.
It's Pinky, it's normal.
Pinky, let me smash. My Little Pony opening, drawn by left hand or something.
Hey.
Someone's having fun.
Hey, all I can say is that if this is drawn with an offhand, this is actually done pretty well.
I know, right?
Yeah, that is.
Rarity keeps on headbanging.
It just reminds me of the drawn version of that simplistic style one that somebody did with like SFM. That really weird one.
That was something.
Alright, now we have the Peace and Tranquility
Oh,
pony.
this meme.
Yep.
God, it's been a while since I've seen this one.
This is an oldie right there.
Oh dear world, there's actually subtitles to it.
What?
Oh, hang on. I need
Wait,
to go on.
what?
There's 150 subs per year, just not going to release.
We vibing now. We vibing.
Yeah. By the way, for those that aren't familiar, this at least the first I saw of this was it's this song, and it's Hat Kid from Hat in Time doing this dance.
Yeah,
that's
the Hat Kid song doing it from like the update that they had.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if that's where it started from or if that just.
I think it started there because they added that for the dance mode and.
Actually, that's got me wondering here.
BronyCon? What are they talking about?
I don't know. I'm looking into this new BronyCon.
Hold on.
Oh, there we go. There's Hat Kid.
Yeah, there's we gotta remember their.
Oh God, it is everybody.
They could just name their country's BronyCon.
Yeah, so that's Spyro.
So let's say right there's Baymax.
Keep looking, you'll find all the different characters.
Well, that certainly says something. Thank you, translation, for not telling us that.
Thank you very much.
Considering that it is a Rush, it's actually I think the group is mostly Russian. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Russian. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm guessing, that they're just talking about their Russian pony.
All right, and here's some drugs ponies do.
Some ponies and the drugs I think they do. First, we have Rainbow Dash. Now, for her, speed was the obvious choice, and she has shit to do. And if she's planning on goofing off the rest of the week, she's got to do it fast. Plus, how else would she be able to fly at Mach goddamn speed straight towards solid ground in Sonic Rainbow? No pony's that brave. Next, we have Rarity. Now, for her, I chose Cocaine because I feel like she would go for something kind of classy. Maybe a little expensive, but it would be worth it for her for the better high. Plus, she makes her own money, so power to her. Now, Pinky would be on Ecstasy. You see, she's trying to have fun tonight, and she's trying to do that efficiently. Plus, she'd probably share. AJ would do LSD, because what else would you do on a farm? Twilight would smoke indigo. You know she's super pent up. She's got a lot of responsibilities. Let her eat a box of Oreos and become an absolute cucumber on the couch for an afternoon if she wants to. I think she deserves it. Lastly, I think Fluttershy would get drunk on rosé and just cry. Not often, but just when she needs some good catharsis. You know she probably has a lot of pent-up emotion that she doesn't get out very often. That's it. Goodbye. Thanks for listening.
Beautiful.
All right, really quick. I did find out info. New BronyCon is actually a convention in Moscow. Big surprise. That will be on May 8th and May 9th. I dropped the link to the main site over in the con chat, if anybody is curious.
Lots of Anakin Grover.
The plural of Pegasus is Pegasi. Is the plural of circus circi? Oh, what am I doing? It is you, my faithful subjects, who ask the questions. The doughboy asks, would you like to be painted in regal colors? It sounds nice, but I want to leave all onlookers in no doubt about my cursed condition. The terrific Rotten Princess asks, how did you get turned to stone? See episode 5 of this series. Samantha Powell asks, how many times in a row can you say pickle frickle? Trust me, it's difficult when you roll your R's. Samantha Powell also asks, has anyone ever made a herbivore version of a giant tortoise burger? No one who had eaten giant tortoise meat ever did so. Jasper Pye asks, have you ever had a nightmare when a giant tortoise king talked about eating griffins? If I did, I don't remember it. I never remember my dreams. NBC Mekachu asks, how do you feel about the giant tortoise meat industry causing the extinction of the dodos? Well, it's the dodos' own fault for disguising themselves as giant tortoises. Creatures that stupid have no option but to become extinct. Takazan asks, how do I make my house seem bigger on the inside? Put more shit in it. It's astonishing how well that works. Enderpup asks, what's your favorite Fallout fanfiction or game? The popularity of Nuclear Disaster Fix is baffling to me. I guess Little Pip is pretty cute, but really you could put that outfit on any ponies and they'd be adorbs. The Phantom Master asks, what would happen if Keyframe and Lightning Bliss swapped bodies?
Oh.
Well, I hope it doesn't happen on the day I am finally able to bestow knighthoods. Alex Canine asks, have things been dull in Griffinstone lately? Given how that lurking parasite Spinnacle seems to have vacated the premises, you might say that, but it's hardly a bad thing. And the Bard of Shale asks, have any Griffins ever committed a crime that got them sent to Tartarus? One Griffin was sent to Tartarus, but quite unjustly. His name was Johnny. Not Johnny, Johnny. He took the throne after Queen Gina, and from there it became popular to give fledglings names beginning with soft G's that would normally be spelled with a J. Jack, James, Jennifer, etc. But there was one stone-faced old purist, Gestapo, who took umbrage at this and conspired to overthrow King Johnny and cast him to Cerberus. He succeeded, but two of Johnny's loyal soldiers, Gol and Getafix, slipped under the radar, set Johnny free, and gave King Gestapo a sound thrashing. You can decide whether or not that counts.
Remember to leave your questions to His Majesty.
Come up with questions for him.
All right, now here's a bunch of silly stuff that people have been throwing at me for the last few days or a couple weeks. So blame other people, don't blame me. I won't tell you who, but blame them.
Caramel syrup or praline? Praline? Smells great, Applejack. I'm gonna go wash my behind for supper. Go wash my lady parts.
Oh yeah, oh I remember this.
There we are, fueled with the bears. I mean, ain't what they used to be.
How are these even a thing?
It's the line that's written.
And then the little tree reaches branches up to the moon. Fuck me, here we go again.
It sure does, Buttercup.
Buttercup. I like that name.
Shh. Sorry, I'm just so in the story. This is like so wonderful. Are you saying our mother was in porn? Thank you, Jim. Sorry, here we go.
Well, yes, she was a porn star, Jay.
I think there's going to be a relationship going
Maybe.
between Big Mac and
Exactly. Maybe you could be nude next time.
Get some fanfic going.
Well, fuck me, Dad. Are you rolling?
Yes.
I totally can't see a thing.
Yes, we're rolling.
One day your mom brought me some candied pears, eggs, flour, sugar, and vanilla and told me to just be creative. Oh, the next thing I knew, I was whipping up pear upside down cake and I had my phew and a butter cocksucker. One more time. I had no idea what I was supposed to do. But one day, your mom...
Yeah, you get a little too loopy on that.
It's one of those things, though.
You and Bright Mac? I would never have believed it.
I love whenever we hear the outtakes of this
What
stuff.
incarnation are you doing, Big Mac? We do not fuck me blue.
Make sure it's
He said Big Mac instead of Bright Mac.
If that Big Mac was doing that, we'd have a real story.
That'd be...
You had all this time? Why didn't you tell me?
We're villains, you big mope.
What?
Oh, that's silly, and I love it.
Our little Twilight, all grown up.
Ah, so adorable.
Should we tell her we've cleared out our...
Oh,
Don't you see? It's the first shift in royal power in over... Don't you see? It's the first shift in royal power in over a
Do you know how hard it is to say millennium?
Millennium.
For a long time.
Oh, fuck, right? Well, of course not. Don't you see? It's the shift in royal power in over a millennium.
Oh.
Fuck me hard. So you brought back Chrysalis, Cozy Glow, and T-Rex? T-Rex. Fuck me.
Do not correct me when I'm angry.
Beastly beast! Don't you know how much this means to Twilight this day, you beastly beastie beast?
She really wants to feed the beast.
Hi, sorry. When you say Scream, are you looking for Scream, or are you looking for Children's Saturday Morning Scream? What do you?
I'm looking for it almost seems painful that the energy's being dragged out again. What are they gonna do? Cancel us? Make it scary.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Like an excellent Friday night.
Oh, this again.
Alright, now we got MLP, but no context.
Bring forth the worst tasting food in all of Equestria!
Oh, God, this.
Welcome.
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 I'm going to be the best disco dance, huh? That Club Amethyst has ever seen!
When your prompt goes wrong.
You?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
Hi, girls.
Stranger danger.
Thank you, Spike.
I hope you all freeze
Oh.
this winter.
Oh.
Behold! I am the
insanity.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Day, night, day, night, day.
You
night,
missed
day,
a
night,
good
day,
thing
night, sunrise,
for
sunset,
doing a Happy Days joke.
Well, tell you
That was
what
a
it
good
ain't.
Happy Days
It
joke
ain't
there.
No apple.
No. What?
And we don't have room for non-apples.
Nope.
I'd like to be a tree.
Here's Virgo.
You're gay?
Nice Bandicam.
Not exactly.
Right?
Starlight.
I do.
Bandicam, that old thing.
Okay. I'm gonna go now. You smell like vanilla.
Applejack.
Oh, God.
He doesn't deserve you.
I think I'm gonna like glamping. Oh yes.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Come and get it.
And the paddle.
Thank you.
Sloppy fetish intensifies.
Oh, God. The Rainbow Dash hair.
Just another day in paradise.
Perfectly normal.
Yep.
Bored. Whoa, that pony is woke.
Oh.
I mean, I see.
Whoa.
Here's where we have our Wild West dances. And here's where we have our Mild West dances.
Well, of course. You can't expect me to be the president and the vice president.
Oh boy.
We will now sing for hours.
They're cool. You say so, Spike. Catch you later, bro.
Admittedly, these scenes without context are hilarious.
I'll do my own
Yeah.
calculations to empirically prove we're best friends. Forever.
And
And then this
Rarity,
happens.
what in the hay are you gonna do with a fishing rod?
I don't know.
Oh.
Who is the princess of friendship? Your
In
mom?
Minecraft, you be
Your
a
mom.
god with a fishing rod.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea you had such distaste for cucumbers.
Yar, har, 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 hardy, har, har, har.
Kill the kill.
The pressures of life turn us all into diamonds.
Potted plants scream desperation. Phyllis, no!
Rip Phyllis.
And then we saw the horse
Want
image.
Mommy to take our picture together?
But the shot.
Oh, clap.
The revenge?
Your canary tears have summoned me, my child. It is I, your fairy boot mother.
Well, like fairy bootleg mother. Exactly, fairy boot mother.
So let me ask, will you marry me?
Thank you for coming. Why did you want us to come down here? So no pony could see what's about to happen.
Oh no. No.
Are you imagining yourself hugging it?
Yeah.
Me too.
What is that one from? I don't think I've seen that.
I think it was one of the shorts. Too bad there's like 50 of them.
Aww, God.
And then there's the bongos.
Derpy's like, is this some sort of
Oh,
weird
it's one of my
get together?
favorites.
Look at the key on it.
Yep.
Good heavens, what is that smell? Smell!
Nothing will ever stop me.
To the spa.
To the
Annie Apple awoke and accidentally ate an auburn azalea. What do I do?
Enjoy your last moments and don't touch anyone. Because
Can't believe they slipped this joke in here.
That was amazing.
You got the hunk part right.
Oh, that look. Yeah. Oh.
Thanks, Pharynx.
Why are you hitting yourself? Stop hitting yourself. Why are you hitting yourself?
Sorry. But now you'll have plenty of time to think about that.
From jail?
Keeping it high on a yacht. Everything is made of icing!
Oh, dude. What is that?
The Muppets reboot.
Don't worry, I'm just the distraction.
Don't even think about eating our toast sunset shimmer.
You ruined everything! Down! Now that we're all here, who wants to go first? For what? What are we doing? Smile?
Oh.
Nothing makes sense!
Okay.
Coincidence.
All right. Those were screenshots without context, but we don't have enough time. We're gonna have to wrap things up. So that'll have
Next week we have video.
It's kind of a shame though, with all the screenshots and videos and everything we saw the last couple of weeks. That would have been perfect, and now we don't have the time. He's always probably going to be out of context. So, let's go ahead and get our close-up song. Oh, there you go. Can you feel that song? Because I can feel it. I love it. I love that song. But it also is sad because it means it's time for us to wrap up for the evening. So let's get our final shout-outs in from everybody. Starting, of course, alphabetically, we have Coldust.
I have to plug in my headphones. One sec.
That's a shout-out.
Give him a moment.
I'm waiting. I'm just enjoying the song. The song is awesome. Look at this song. The song is amazing. Okay, let's move on to somebody else and get. Well,
all right.
Never mind. Coldust.
There he is.
Oh, shout out to Mid-Air Pony Fair. That's in the at the beginning of May. Don't forget, May is coming up really soon. May. Mid-Air Pony
Mayday, Mayday.
Moving on. Crazy Man Captain.
Fires, explosions, the cost of medicine, turkey, yellowy, roan, I don't know. And Winchester Wednesdays is coming back, and if I am understanding correctly, it's actually going to be starting earlier than we initially were starting way back when Winchester Wednesdays actually started.
7:30 Central.
I remember a few shows.
Yeah,
that
you got
around
8:30
Yeah.
Central. So.
Yeah, I think that at one point we were starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, and now it's going to be 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
Alright, then on to Death Right Productions.
Oh, just good morning, night, where I happen to be, and see you later.
DM21.
Have a great week, everybody. And before you start to give your thoughts on an opinion about a certain topic, make sure you have it all you planned out in your head before you say it.
Alright, then Textalion.
Night all.
And Tolokoi.
Thanks everyone that stopped on by. Thank you to Albert and Costello, our Trey friend, Tim, Commander Root, Cool Dude, Sarcasm, Deathlight, Dracon Quest, have this too, Looney, sorry, Polyman64, Silly Gnome, The Only Tech Man, me, Text Relay, and War Skunk. We'll see you in the after party.
And Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Everybody go the hell to sleep, and join me tomorrow because you guys need to see this game I played last week and I'm gonna play again this week. Freaking this game Rhythm Doctor. You have to see this. It's actually a great game.
I'm gonna have to look into that then. Alright, and with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Next week, you'll have to tune in and see what happens because anything could happen next week. But also a reminder, this coming Wednesday, yes, this Wednesday, at 7:30 Central Time. Double checking to make sure that was exactly what I was told, and I'm sure it is, but I'm double checking. Yes, 7:30 Central. Winchester will come back with Winchester Wednesdays, so be sure to keep an eye out, tune in, and check it out. It's going to be fun to see Winchester back on track and doing his Winchestery things. Along with that, I would also like to remind everybody, Sunday is Circuit's Gaming Room. We're going to be playing more games. What games will that be? You'll have to tune in and see. That's right, we're going to keep things a little bit of a surprise. Along with that, also a reminder that there are random streams that will pop up from time to time. Keep an eye on our Discord. That's where you'll see stream announcements. Also, be following the streams themselves might help, but you can get stream announcements early on our Discord. And with that, I would also like to thank all of our wonderful chatters. First off, thank you to Commander Something and Crazy Matt Captain for keeping an eye on the chat. Then thank you to Clouded Draconicus, Cool Dude, Sarcasm, Fantastic Fred, Relay Surf, Techman, Textelian, Vaguely Creepy, and yay, Archivers. Also, I want to give a big shout out to all of our wonderful archive watches over on YouTube and on Twitch. I'm glad that you guys take the time to watch us, whether live or on recorded for when we upload everything. Either way, it does mean a lot that you want to spend the time to listen to our shenanigans. And of course, I also want to give a big shout out to everybody. I know it's been one long year. At the same time, it's also probably been the shortest year of our lives. But, you know, we're making through it. We're doing the best we can. I'm glad that I was able to help try to keep you all entertained through thick and thin. And we're going to keep going as long as we can, because that's what we do. And anyway, enough settlement. Enough of the where I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up before I know how to speak words and English in me fell. So, with enough sentimentality for the evening, let's go ahead and wrap it up with a song featuring Feather and Rhyme Flow. And have a good night, everybody.
On the moon, I'm wondering why I'm even near at all. Eternal night, can it be that bad? Now I can't sleep at all. I can't stay here for another day. I bet you'll laugh at my downfall. It's so cold here and I feel so sad. I feel so sad.
Dear Royal Highness, in spite of the silent treatment you bonded me with, I don't mean to be defiant, but like I disagree with. And yeah, I see the need to banish me. Does it have to be so ghastly? 10 centuries expands extremes so vastly. But I've had to see this through, and does it please you to see me on my knees, to watch me plead, to say I need you? I've seen the cities breathe from this pristine view. Society span from a teen to a man, this lad, I see that he grew. And as the sun was lifted up and as the night descends, I spend an endless set of it, second guessing where my life had been. And when I fight, admit I like to win. But when you pried me from a night and sent me to the sky, that right did end. And as 1,000 years compounded with my doubts and fears, I found that I was hounded by the silence pounding in my ears. And if I could take it back then, well, you know I would, 'cause I have felt abandonment was hell, like no one should.
On the moon, I'm wondering why I'm even near at all. Eternal night, can it be that bad? Now I can't sleep at all. I can't stay here for another day. But you'll laugh at my downfall. It's so cold here and I feel so sad. I feel so sad.
Now, let us end extended metaphors. Let us stop pretending and address this trend that set a course. These lunacy shores that I am headed towards, that for every fan we take in, we would end up losing several more. That's not to say it's bad, but face it, it's insanely mad. As they attain a certain age, they stay away. It makes me sad. They go to colleges or go to work. They all adjust, acknowledge that the fandom that they called their own was all a bust. And all of us had our start here, so what's all the fuss? But now we have to just abandon ship 'cause fame ain't calling us? But that's the nature of the beast. Call this fandom Never Land. The famine is the feast, and I can see this cease to be. But while I'm here, it needs to be. And though I fear the end is near, I am sincerely pleased to be your entertainer, your storyteller, the one you aim for. And when this day will fade away, I was honored to play for.
On the moon, I'm wondering why I'm even near at all. Eternal night, can it be that bad? Now I can't sleep at all. I can't stay here for another day. But you'll laugh at my downfall. It's so cold here and I feel so sad. I feel so sad.
Isolated, I'm so slated, scared and faded, just to become obsolete and gone away, man, I just hate it. Wait, instead of this heaviness that I dread I'm feeling, I should try to rise above the spires and peel away the ceiling. And remember, it's not what you had left behind, it's what you took, what you were here that lit the way for you to shine. You were some antisocial, introverted, xenophobic, reticent, but through the friendship spectrum you had grown into this dissident. And isn't it enough that though you let the pastel colors fade, the elements enveloped you and gave you all the friends you made? And it's amazing as something so inane could plant a seed into your soul and form this hope into your brain. And if you hold it and maintain it, it will set you on your way. And many years from now, you'll probably look fondly upon this day. So in this case, I wasn't stranded on the moon. I was that brightness in the night to light the path that guides you through.